before, economists also commonly consider deficit debt numbers as percentages of gross domestic product, GDP. For 2016, the GDP was about 18.6 trillion. The total deficit was 587 billion, or 0.587 trillion. Okay, and the end of year debt was about 19.5 trillion. Find the deficit and the debts as percentage of the GDP. Okay, so all you got to do here, you could simply divide the deficit or the debt in dollars by the GDP and convert to a percentage. So the deficit as a percentage of GDP is going to equal the total deficit divided by the GDP times 100 for the 100%. So the total deficit would be 0.587 trillion. So 0.587 trillion. Type that in my calculator, do scientific notation, divided by 18.6 trillion. I guess you can keep it in terms of trillions. Now the thing about this though is, honestly, this trillion doesn't matter because it's all I have to do is divide 0.1, because the trillions kind of cancel, 0.587 divided by 18.6. Okay, and then times that by 100. So 3.16% or 3.2%. So around 3.2%. Okay. Now let's find the debt as a percent of the GDP. So on this one, you're going to do the total debt divided by the GDP. Times 100%. So our total debt was 19.5 trillion divided by the GDP, which is 18.6 trillion, times 100. So 19.5 divided by 18.6, and then we times that by 100. So it'd be 104.8%. That'd be your percentage there. So the 2016 deficit was only slightly above the 5-decade average at 2.9%, but the 105% value for the debt was the highest number that has reached since World War II. And so that was, if you look at the previous graphs there.